What's up, you guys? I just wanted to share that channeled song with you real quick. If you don't know what that is, it's Whenever by Megan Thee Stallion. The universe has a funny way of getting its message across. This morning, before I recorded this message, I was scrolling through YouTube and this video just popped up in my feed. And something just pulled me to watch this video. And literally, my girl Megan took the words out of my mouth. And for those who are sitting in the shadows, who are throwing jabs, who are trying to block the blessings, who are trying to steal the destinies, who are trying to confuse the missions of the chosen ones, I want you to listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. No, I'm not doing black magic on you because I don't need to. No, I am not returning your energy to you because I don't need to. Because when you're a master alchemist, you understand that all energy is energy, and that energy can be transmuted for your highest good. So a bitch like me is going to take all of that and transmute it. That's right. It's just like somebody got some clay and they're molding it. That energy you're sending me is the clay, and I'm the potter. So I'm going to mold all of that energy into whatever I want. A house, a car, success, even more beauty. So no, I don't have to send you black magic. No, I don't have to return your negative energy to you. In fact, if anything, I send you healing energy. Because if you were truly healed, you wouldn't have to send these evil eyes, these death spells, this glamour magic, these shut up spells. You wouldn't have the need to do a destiny swap if you truly loved yourself and loved your life. So I send you healing energy and compassion in hopes that someday you will love yourself. But at the same time, that's not my problem. We all have free will. You could do whatever you want to do. But understand, when you come for us, when you come for the chosen ones, you're treading in dangerous territory. You see, chosen ones, what these people don't understand is that everything in the darkness will always come to light. We were given certain gifts as tools to help us be able to see the snakes in the grass, to help us be able to navigate and maneuver through this world without getting caught up, that help us to see exactly what's going on. And sometimes the universe will allow things to happen because at the end of the day, everything is always working out for your good, right? So even through these negative attacks, a true alchemist is going to grow. A true alchemist is still going to flourish, is going to push through, is going to become stronger, is going to become more powerful. So you see, these people are actually serving us, even though they don't realize it. They're making you more resilient. They're making you more discerning. And they're not getting away with anything. Everything that was meant for our bad will always be turned for the good. It's like I never knew how much these little sayings hit until I was actually going through these situations. Everything that devil energies, because that is an energy meant for your bad, you turn for the good. That's what makes you a chosen one. You rise from the ashes. You're a phoenix. You see that? You're a phoenix. And so don't become weary when these people are sending these attacks. They're losing it. They're losing it. Especially when you begin to speak the truth, when you begin to shed light on what they're doing in the darkness, because they have many people fooled. They have many people thinking that they're this good person, that they're this spiritual person. Meanwhile, in the background, they're siphoning their energy. They're swapping destinies, even with some of their family and friends. They're sending you evil eyes, trying to steal from you. And the funny thing to me is, how could you possibly think, I'm speaking to the karmics that I know are watching, how could you possibly think that you can throw stones and then hide your hands? You don't realize that the angels, my ancestors, they're everywhere. They're in every room. They're listening to every conversation. Every single one. They hear every thought. You cannot mask your energy. Like, this is, it's real crazy to me that you still haven't gotten it. I don't know if you're slow, deaf, or just dumb. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But what is it going to take for you to understand that you cannot take down a chosen one? You cannot touch God's anointing. You cannot touch God's anointed. And it's not to say that we're better than you. It's that we chose a different path. And so the universe is going to bless us and protect us on that path of light versus darkness. And chosen ones, understand that the reason these people are doing these things, you're wondering, like, why won't they stop? They're obsessed. They're obsessed. And not only that, they're not even operating from their true soul purpose. They're not operating at all. They're being used by entities. So they don't even have control of themselves. Some of them know it. Some of them don't. But don't worry about that. They want to continue to do their black magic and their spells. Let them. Because all they're doing is doing black magic on themselves is literally going to return. And it's crazy when I get messages from the universe that these people think that I'm doing black magic on them. I don't need to do black magic. I am the magic. I am untouchable. Just like Job, God might allow you to be used to test me. But it's only because God is allowing it. Understand that. You're not winning at anything. You're not controlling anything. Where do you think your magic comes from? Where do you think your power comes from? You see, Source gives us all free will. We all have light and darkness in us. There's also a such thing as light magic and dark magic. I want you guys to understand that. For anyone that's new to spirituality, all witches aren't bad. All warlocks aren't bad. That's right. That's what they want you to believe. Where do you think magic comes from? If everything is God, where do you think magic comes from? God is the master magician. Think about it. Everything that you see is magical. You can't even explain it. It just is. But yet you don't think that magic can exist? This is how small they got your mind. So understand that you have magic in you as well. So do not be afraid of their black magic, of their root work, or whatever type of things they want to send to you. Their glamour spells, their death spells, their graveyard spells. Yeah, we know about all of it. We see you. Speaking to the karmics, we know everything. We just don't speak on it. We don't got time for that. We too busy upgrading. But it's time for us to speak on some things. Not to be petty, not to go back and forth with you, but because the world needs to know what you're doing. Your death spells, your shut up spells. We see all of it. The universe sees all of it. You're not getting away with anything. Now, a quick disclaimer. If you're one of those people who are still judging others, who are still judging what's good and what's bad, if you're one of those people who still don't understand your light and your darkness, you might want to leave. This video is for those who understand true spirituality. I'm not talking to the spiritual narcissist. I'm not talking to the religious church members. I mean, if you fall into any of those categories, I don't discriminate. Please feel free to listen in. But understand, I am highly protected. Tread lightly. That's not to scare you, but if it does, this might not be the video for you. This is for my chosen ones who have been experiencing the spiritual attacks, the psychic attacks, who are the black sheep of the family, who just notice that people just don't like them for no reason. This is for my chosen ones. This is not for the judgmental people. This is not for the people who are still asleep to their power. I mean, it's fine. If you want to listen in, I hope you learn something. But if you're here to judge and to argue, I don't do that. And I will block any negativity. So tread lightly. Now, as I mentioned before, that was a channel song. Because the message that I came on here to share is that you don't need to do black magic. You don't need to throw any type of magic in order to be powerful. You see, chosen one, you are the magic. That's right. When people are around you, when they're in your life, when they're in your energy, they automatically have that umbrella of protection that you carry. Anybody that messes with you automatically receives karma. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to return that energy. In fact, I suggest that you don't, because there is the law of rhythm where if you return that energy, they can return it back to you. Now it's like a ping pong match. I suggest you return that energy to Mother Earth so she can transmute it. That's right, Mother Gaia. She is here to support you, and she is powerful. She can transmute all of that energy. This is nothing to her. Many of these people that are still throwing this magic, they're wondering, like, what the hell is this person doing to me? Are they doing black magic on me? You know what I'm saying? Are they doing spells? No, I'm not. I don't need to. I don't need to. I am the spell. And the sooner that you realize that, the sooner you can start to receive your karma, learn your lesson, and possibly spin the wheel of destiny for yourself. But as long as you continue to perpetuate that somebody is doing something to you, that you're playing this victim role, you're going to stay stuck. And I'll be honest, for many of you, it's already too late. It's already too late. At least for this lifetime, because you've done too much. Now, I'm going to speak on it because I held back a lot of things because, like I said in my other video, I thought that talking about these things were being negative at one point, but I realized, like, no, you have to speak your truth. Shed light on what's happening in the darkness. All of your spells, all of your curses, all of your attacks, I know about all of it. I see you. And I'm not afraid of you. Not anymore. To my chosen ones, know how powerful you are. The only reason that those attacks are even working on you is because you think that they're more powerful than you. As long as you are doubting your gifts, as long as you are doubting your intuition, doubting your path, it's leaving a gateway open for them to slide in. It's true what they say, the devil is the author of confusion. What they didn't tell you is that the devil is just an energy. And there are many people out there operating in that energy. These dark covens, these dark witches. And I have to emphasize dark because there are light witches. There are light workers. See, like I said in my other post, this government, this society has taught you that witches are all bad, that all witchcraft is bad. It's not. You need to do the research for yourself. Stop listening to people. Stop letting other people mold your beliefs. Some things you have to let go of fear and look into for yourself. That's when you become free. But yeah, there were many good witches burned at the stake during the Crusades when they were trying to establish Christianity, when they were taking away our power, our knowledge, our wisdom. There are good witch doctors, shamans, but they told you that all witchcraft is bad so that you wouldn't look into it, so that you would suppress your own power. I might rustle a few feathers, but what do you think Yeshua was doing? Understand, all power, all magic comes from source. Like I always talk about, there is no separation. But yeah, guys, I'm telling you, we have to alchemize these things. We have to alchemize these things. You know what I'm saying? When they're throwing their magic and stuff like that, don't take it personal. And it's so crazy because I used to not talk about these things because I didn't want to ruffle any feathers. Like I didn't want to stir up anything, but it's not about that. Honestly, when you realize how powerful you are, you will not let them silence you. But you have to know how divinely protected you are. I walk with angels. And at this point, I'm confident because I've seen it. I've seen them come through for me. I've seen them make a way, open up doors. And you can't let anything or anyone taint your faith. I know sometimes this matrix, it'll start throwing little things at you because it wants to break your confidence. It wants you to go back to sleep. It wants to send you running scared. You have no reason to be afraid. You have no reason to be scared. We are so protected. It's not about being petty, because I'm far from it. I really don't have time. But we have to speak on these things. And to the couple, you know who you are, that is so obsessed with me. Thank you. Thank you for helping me step into my power. Thank you for leading me even closer to source, to my higher self. Thank you for pushing me even closer to my purpose. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm not saying that to boost your ego. I'm saying that to let you know that everything that you meant for my bad, I will always turn it around for my good. That is my power. But like I was saying earlier, these people think I'm doing black magic on them. You heard that horn for confirmation? Because that karma is just ricocheting back. That's the power that you have, chosen ones. Maybe you don't always see the karma hitting, but it's hitting. When you're walking in your purpose, when you're walking in your north node, God got you. The universe got your back. The universe is your bodyguard. They see everything. And chosen one, it's time for you to start trusting in your gifts. You have the gift of sight. You have the gift of knowing. You have the gift of hearing. All of these are tools to help you discern. You have the gift of intuition. You can feel when something is not right. You can feel when certain people's energy is not aligned with yours. Start trusting yourself. Start listening to yourself. Allow the universe to guide you, because sometimes it can literally save your life. Let me give you an example of what I mean. This is a quick story time for you, because we're outing the dirty laundry. So a few years ago, I met this guy, and we started, I guess you could say, like getting to know each other. We started talking. And he seemed cool. Like, we connected on some spiritual stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't think anything of it. And honestly, I was kind of like fresh in my spiritual journey. You know, I was just learning about a lot of things. I was just really learning about angels and just really starting to connect with the other side. Just learning about manifestation. So I was like a little baby bird, you know what I'm saying? Just flying out the nest, trying to gather my footing. And I met this guy. And we started, like I said, getting to know each other. Now, before I met him, I had never tapped into tarot. And for all the time and all the years I had TikTok, I never had tarot readings pop up in my feed. But when I met this guy, we started getting to know each other. Next thing you know, I started getting readings just popping up in my feed. Now, I had a grandmother who passed around 2020. And after my grandmother passed, I became a lot more open to certain things. You know what I'm saying? I started questioning the afterlife a bit more. I started questioning the other side. I started looking into things in regards to that to find some type of peace and solace. And so I became more open to spirituality through her transition. So I don't like to say death, because we don't die, we transition, you know what I'm saying? And so through her transition, it actually brought me closer to the spiritual world. So when I started getting these readings, it wasn't like a big deal to me. It was intriguing to me. And so these readings would literally be spot on. I mean, it was like they was reading me to filth, you guys. You know what I'm saying? And many of the readings were enlightening me on who I am spiritually. Just revealing to me different things that I needed to know about myself and my purpose. But also readings that were warning me about an energy, specifically a warlock, that was around me. Now, I had, prior to meeting him, ended a 13-year relationship. And so for me, I was a little confused at first, because I didn't know if the reading was talking about my ex or this guy. Honestly, the way that this guy came off, I didn't suspect it to be him at first. I didn't. And So these readings started coming to me. And the closer I got to this guy, the more urgent these messages became, the more detailed they became too, letting me know exactly what was going on. Like, you have a warlock in your energy. This is what they're doing. They're trying to destiny swap. They're throwing swords in your back and all of these different things. They have third parties and all of this. Meanwhile, crazy thing is I was actually sharing these readings with the guy. And he was playing it off like he didn't know what I was talking about. It's hilarious to me now when I think about it. And I don't know, I guess he thought he was getting away with things, but it's like over time I started to pay attention. There was like little red flags. We were only communicating for maybe a few months, you know what I'm saying? But there were just red flags that would stand out to me, and some of them I kind of ignored a little bit at first. But then it was just something just didn't feel right. And so one day the mask just fell off. I found out this guy was a whole polygamist, something he failed to share with me in the beginning. We just didn't share the same type of beliefs. So yeah, there were, like I said, a lot of red flags, some narcissistic tendencies. And so finally, I was like, and I ended it. I ghosted him because I was led to do that. And I trusted myself. I started putting the puzzle pieces together. And when I did that, everything came to light. It's almost like the angels was like, okay, she figured it out now. Now we can really give her the tea. That's exactly what he was doing. Him and one of his lovers were literally planning to destiny swap with me. We're literally planning to take my destiny, to take me down. A love-hate situation. And many other things that I'm sure he wouldn't want me to reveal on here. I know it all. Because what's in the darkness is always going to come to light. I don't know how these people think that you're doing stuff and it's not being seen. You cannot hide anything. Everywhere you are, my angels are. Everything you do, my ancestors see. My higher self sees and is going to report it back to me. Forget having eyes in the back of my head. I'm everywhere. All at once. So how do you possibly think that you can get away with doing these things to the chosen ones in the darkness, and that you're going to be able to hide your hands from who? From me? Because the moment I find out, you know that I'm going to call justice and all hell is going to break loose. And it's not about karma. I don't care about sitting here getting karma on you. That is for your soul to learn. How else are you going to learn? That's why the universe is allowing everything that you sent to me to reverse to you. You literally did black magic on yourself. So when you're thinking that I'm sending you black magic, it's your magic coming back to you. That's how this works. Touch not God's anointed. And you can feel the way you want to feel about that. Yeah? Because I know many of you are mad. You're wondering, how is it that she has all this favor? Because I chose the light. It's not about me being better than you. It's about you swallowing your pride and doing the right thing. But you continue to want to go out here and throw magic to get your way, to steal from other people in order to prosper in this world. Instead of doing the work and doing the healing, you want to take a detour when the rest of us are taking the full route. You want to take shortcuts. Well, you're short selling yourself. It's never going to work. I was a trap. Just like all of the chosen ones. You're going down. You and I both know your time has come to an end. You cannot touch me. No, my squad. Stay ready. Stay ready. So to the chosen ones, you don't have to fear these energies. Why do you think they're trying to steal your destiny, steal and siphon your power? Because they don't have any. They don't have any real power. And now the universe is showing them, because these people have gotten away with this for long enough. Anybody who has been using this magic and these spells and this energy to manipulate people, to steal from people, to trap people, you are going down.